Thank you, Phil. We're still debating on the title of this talk, so if you come up with a better title, let us know. Security and agility. In the next 10 or so minutes, I'm going to focus on two things. One is, why is it important to have security built into your life cycle? And the second is, how does it help you? All right? So let's start. Is this way? Let's start with how things get hacked. Okay? And we will start with Facebook. Any die-hard friends? Facebook die-hard friends? There should be a lot. Okay? Now, Facebook got hacked, all right? And how it got hacked was there was a stolen user access token. And what this basically means that if you are going to your own portal and you want to use your credentials with Facebook, you can do that. A token is given, and if the token needs to be secured very well, and if it gets stolen, you have all kinds of problems. And that's how Facebook got hacked. Let's take the next example. Capital One. Capital One got hacked because of a misconfigured server. The server was on Amazon, and there was this ex-Amazon co-worker or ex-worker who was going through the configurations, and she just realized that it was misconfigured, and hack took place. Number 3. This is European Central Bank, and this got hacked by a malware injection which was done to facilitate phishing. That's how they got hacked. Okay. First American Home Buyers Protection Corporation got hacked by parameter tampering. It's kind of common. It can happen easily. Let me pull up the last one. Our good old Disney Plus. Anybody knows how it got hacked? It had been hacked before. And that data was out there, so people went ahead and they did credential stuffing until they hacked it again. Now, let me ask you this question. Is there a pattern here on how things get hacked? What do you think? I just give you 5 cases. There is no pattern. There's no pattern how things get hacked. So if there is no pattern, can you find a quick solution for it? No. No. Let me give you some more thing about went too far. If you compare 2018 with last year, 2019, by mid-2019, the number of breaches had already gone over 52% of 2018. So this is how big the problem is. Okay? And what are we doing to fix it? We are doing 3 things. Okay? First thing we are doing is do penetration testing. We build the code, everything is ready, let's do penetration testing. And what is it based upon? It's based upon known vulnerabilities. The things we have already known, that's what we base penetration testing on. What else do we do? We write tools. There's a number here. There are 57 open source tools. They are free. Okay. What else do we do? We give out certifications. Here is CSIP, CISSP. Here is CEH for you. So we test you on a body of knowledge and say, now you are the expert in security and you can handle it all. All right? Are we going to get under control with these methods? I doubt it. Now, if you recall, those of you, I'm old, I don't have any hair anymore, okay? I reflect more light than you do, tell you. Now, if you recall, 2 decades ago, we were in the same boat with quality. What was the mantra? Test often, test more, test early. Okay? Have a life cycle. Put everything into life cycle. We have to take the same approach today as well if you want to get security under control. And from that fact comes how do we build security into Agile development. Most shops today are in Agile in nature. Okay. So how do we really do it? It's simple. You have functional requirements, you have functional stories. You also have non-functional stories. You build the stories for performance. You build the stories for usability. So why not build the stories for security? What does that mean? You treat security as an epic. Write all the stories related to security. For example, if I'm a hacker, a story would be, I want to check out without paying my bill. That would be a story. And then once you have the story, then you would go ahead and do everything you do to a normal story, except in this case, you will have a risk assessment stage. So you'll take a story, you'll acceptance criteria, and then you will try to do a risk assessment, because all the stories are not made equal. Some have heavy vulnerability or can cost you a lot more than others. So once you have that, at that point, you put together your big testing strategy. And it has to be based on a few things. You know, we did code reviews. Earlier on, we still do code reviews. That still applies. The code review is raw code. So when we move from raw code to compiled code, we still do security testing by using static security application tools. When we move further, we use dynamic tools to evaluate security. And then we also have testing of security stories like you would do for any other functionality. And you wrap this all up with a final pen testing, which is penetration testing. So what you have just done is you have treated security as any other functionality, and you are building it accordingly. What are the benefits? First of all, it's cost effective. You are taking care of security or the vulnerabilities as they arise. You don't wait until the damage has been done. You don't have to deal with downtime. I've seen in companies, something happens, and first thing they do is shut the server down. You lose the business. Right? So it's easy to fix, and you don't have downtime. Your image is still good. Your image is not tarnished. It all adds up to the benefit of the company. Because you're doing risk assessment with every story, you know where high risk is and where low risk is, and you do proper risk assessment and mitigation in that process. And this is very important. Now you have a high level of confidence. You look like a lion, right? Curious, excited, want to know more. CSRTP and SQC. Thank you very much.